So very proud of our players. Sad night for this season to end for our seniors. Our 3 seniors are here, and we could be here all night talking about what they've given Kentucky and what they've done for our program. So very, very proud coach tonight. Sad for the season to end. And the last thing I'd say is how could you not be impressed with the Wolfpack tonight? They were so tough, well coached, really, really played hard, gave tremendous effort and hustle. I thought we did too, but they came out on top, and they certainly deserved the victory, so we'll wish them well going forward.
Thank you, Coach. All right, at this time, we're going to open the floor up for questions for the student athletes. If you have a question for the student athletes, please raise your hand. Yes, sir.
Macy, tonight was your last night in Kentucky jersey. Can you just kind of sum up your career at Kentucky and what this has meant to you?
It's been a great blessing. I've made some of my best friends here. And it's helped me grow me into the woman I am. I've learned so many things on and off the court, and I'll be forever thankful for Kentucky.
Other questions for the student athletes? Yes, sir.
Just the same question for both of y'all if you want to talk about.
Taylor, could you go first, please?
Same thing that Maxie said, it's been a blessing to wear Kentucky across my chest. I want to thank Coach Mitchell and the coaching staff for allowing me to grow and become a woman that I am today on and off the court, and I wish them the best, and thank you for the friends and family that I have created here.
Yeah, just going with them. I came on to help them, and I didn't get a lot of playing time, but it's not about who's driving the bus, but being on that bus and being along for that ride. I enjoyed my 3 years here. Kentucky's been a big blessing to me. Coach Mitchell believed in me when nobody else did, and so I'm forever indebted to him and the Kentucky staff.
Any other questions? Logan?
Taylor, you took a hard fall in the game, so I was wondering if you could talk about the physicality of this matchup.
I mean, the play that I was just trying to do was just get a defensive rebound, and I think there were just 2 people around me, and I just flipped over and hitting my head onto the ground. Yeah.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Yes, sir.
Just for all of you, what has playing with this group of girls this season meant to you?
Macy, you want to start?
It's been a lot just coming from last year and seeing where we've grown and how far we've came. I mean, we didn't make the tournament last year, and we made it past the first round of the NCAA tournament, so it's a huge achievement. We had a 25-win season, which there's only 8 teams in history that's done that, and so it's been really fun, and I think we've been very successful for where we came from, and so I'm super proud of these girls, and it's been a blessing.
If you saw us behind the scenes, you'll see us all the time. We're goofy. We're very loving. We're very touchy on each other. We hug each other, tell each other we love each other. So it's kind of like this group right here is like truly, as our shirt says, we're a family. So just to be with this team, it was different. Because I've never been on a tight knit team like I did this year. It was a blessing to be with this team.
Same thing what the both of them said, how we worked really hard. We came together as a family, we made a lot of improvements. We wouldn't have gotten here if it wasn't for each other and our coaching staff. And we're just a really united group and tight together.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Yes, sir.
Players, going forward, do you think Kentucky's in a better position than it's ever been?
Let's start with Taylor this time and work back.
I think so. We laid the foundation, and we can only get better from here. I think the players that have been here, we have taught them what Kentucky is like, and moving forward, they can call us whenever they need anything, and we'll be right there for them no matter what.
Same thing Tay said.
Macy, Jillian, Dad.
Yeah, I mean, my parents always told me to leave, when you leave, make it better than what it was when you first got there. So I think us as seniors, I think we did a really good job of that, and just leading this team and making sure they know what Kentucky basketball is about, and hopefully they can do better than what we did this year.
We've got time for one more question if we have one, just for the student athletes. No? All right, ladies, thank you very, very much.
Great job. Great job.
Okay, at this time, we'll open the floor up for questions for the coach. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Coach Brian Rapp with the Wolfpackers. You start the fourth quarter 5 points down. You're coming off of a 3-point from Roper to end the quarter, which negated the 3 that Koenig hit previously. And then in a 3-minute stretch, you go from 5 down to 12 down. Can you kind of go through what happened in that 3-minute stretch? I know there were a couple of critical fouls in there, but was that, you feel, a turning point in the game?
I just think you have to credit North Carolina State and how hard they played. They really, I thought were focused on trying to take away Macy and Ryan and just making it real tough on them to score. And we just could not get the ball in the basket. And it's just a tough night when you shoot low 30s from the field to beat an outstanding team. And the reason we shot a low percentage is a credit to North Carolina State's defense. I just thought they were really tough. I thought they were extremely physical. I thought it was difficult to get open all night. And I just thought there was a stretch there where they played outstanding defense.
Yes, sir.
Coach, was there, it looked at, that there was a time second quarter, getting into halftime, where it looked like your team tried to pick up the pace with the press, and really, they have a short bench, so was the idea to try and see if they can fatigue, and they started making some mistakes, but somehow didn't falter more than that.
Yeah, we got the game to a good spot. We felt like pace-wise, we just never could make the shots that we needed to get over the hump, and just cannot fault our effort tonight. I think the turnovers were 16-5 or 16-7. I don't know exactly, but I mean that's a tremendous effort to disrupt them, and I just felt like there were a few key moments in the game. If maybe we could have gotten a shot to fall, some key moments that possibly could have gotten the wind at our backs. But I just felt like all night, with the outstanding play of North Carolina State, we just were into a headwind all night and just could never get it turned. And a credit to a hard-working group of players from North Carolina State who've overcome a lot of injuries and stuck together, and they're an outstanding basketball team. A lot of respect. I think tonight's about giving them credit. I don't leave here. I wish we'd made some more shots, and I wish we could have executed a little bit better. But at the end of the night, I think it's two tough teams going at it, and North Carolina State got it done tonight. And I just think that's where the focus needs to be on how hard they played and how well they played. And, a lot of respect for their performance tonight.
Yes, sir.
Coach, Macy and Taylor stuck with you through a lot of hard times. Just kind of talk about their careers at Kentucky and how much they've meant to you.
Yeah, that's a tough one to answer, without getting emotional. That question, is it better than they found it? And I can tell you there's no doubt about it. And there were some real tough days at the end of their freshman year, and they had a lot of options to do other things, and they could have gone other places, and they hung in and stuck it out at what I feel like is a pivotal time in our program. I feel like we learned a lot from the adversity. I think we were able to do some soul searching and figure out what we needed to be, and that'll be for me this year. I just felt like we were able to reclaim really what Kentucky women's basketball needs to be about, and they led the way, and we worked. I just can't tell you how hard we worked to show up and be that team tonight, and that hustled their way and fought hard for a victory. And It goes back to last June, how hard this team has worked. So we are grateful. That's what I told them tonight. We're so sad. We wouldn't have been happy unless it had, ended in Tampa cutting down the nets for the national championship. That's what we wanted to do. But I can tell you we're real grateful for high character, outstanding group of players that I'll remember forever. It's an outstanding group.
Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Coach, it looked like you guys wanted to help off on the weak side on Canaan and let them shoot threes. That was kind of what y'all picked defensively. Is that sort of the way y'all approached it?
Well, she is really impressive, and wow, how much improvement she's made, as I started trying to dig into it and watched as many games as I could. She's really made a lot of progress through the year, so you have to give her so much credit for that. So we were concerned she's so much bigger than us. And so we were, if she put it on the floor, we were trying to come get her if we could. You just have to give the Wolfpack so much credit for making those threes tonight. They were outstanding from the three-point line. And we just sort of a pick your poison type deal tonight. And I thought on a few of them we were out there trying to guard them. I just think they made some great shots. Again, I think you just have to go back. They played a really good game tonight. 10 to 21 from the line was outstanding, and they just pounded the boards. Did a great job on the boards. But our game plan is never to let anyone shoot it wide open. But it just ended up. We had a couple of breakdowns, but I think you just have to give them a lot of credit for playing.
Where do you think the program is now, and kind of talk about it going forward next season?
Well, I think we are, firmly rooted in our guiding principles of honesty, hard work, and discipline, and that's what we've tried to build the program with. And after 12 years as the head coach, I feel like the future is brighter than ever. We have an incredible group coming back. We have an incredible staff, and not just the coaching staff, the entire operation, I feel like, is in a great spot. And so we're real excited for the future. And, just personally for me, I'm just so grateful to God that, we had this opportunity to work with such an unbelievable group this year. And Lord really blessed me with so many opportunities to learn from this group. And so just all glory and praise to God tonight from me personally. And I'm just really excited for the future of Kentucky basketball.